welcome to the introduction to the Student Broadcasting Streaming Package. Today we're going to introduce you to everything that's included in the package. Then you will refer to the video that Justin created that will tell you how to set up the connections and make sure everything is running properly for you. So let's get started. The first thing in the package is the ATEM Mini Pro. This is what actually does your streaming. This is a really tiny little box, but it's very powerful. Once you have everything connected up, there is a software download as well as a video that we will have you watch that will help you kind of walk you through the steps of how to use the software. The next thing we have is the production monitor. This TV will be connected to the output of the ATEM Mini Pro. So the students will be able to see what is going to actually be streamed, as well as to be able to control the programming and cuts before you actually make it live. So this will be helpful for both the students that are the anchors or the news broadcasters, as well as the production crew. The next item we're going to talk about is this very large TV. This TV will show the same feed as the production monitor, but will allow the news anchors or the students that are actually doing the live stream to see what it will look like. This will be helpful for students who are doing weather and need to see what the green screen will look like behind them, and it's a nice big screen for them to make adjustments as they are live streaming. In the next portion, we're going to talk about the MacBook Air with the new M1 chip. We included a computer that was going to be very powerful because it's going to do a large portion of the heavy lifting for this streaming package. I'm going to explain all the parts that need to go to be connected to the MacBook as well as to the ATEM Mini Pro. So we have the MacBook. We do need a iCling mini dock, and we have to have a port for this that has many different connections, because with the MacBook it only has a USB-C connection, so you have to use this dongle to help make the rest of the connections work. So that's the iCling. From the iCling, we will use a 25-foot HDMI cord, and you have two of these, and I'll explain what the other one is for in a minute. This will connect from the MacBook to the iCling and over to the ATEM Mini Pro. You also will have a Ethernet dongle, which will connect directly into the other USB-C on the MacBook here. And this Ethernet cord, which will connect directly to the Ethernet drop, so that it will improve the speed and the streaming and prevent lagging when you're doing your live stream. The final connection is a Ethernet data cable, and this will go directly from the iCling into the ATEM Mini Pro, and it will allow you to control the ATEM Mini Pro software from the MacBook as well. So those are all of the pieces that are connected with using the MacBook connection to the ATEM Mini Pro. The next portion of the package that we're going to be talking about is the audio and visual setup. The camera that we are going to be using is actually the iPad 8th generation, and you will be using the iOgrapher, which is the plastic case that sets up to be compatible with the tripod. You can simply snap the iPad into the iOgrapher. The iOgrapher will connect to the tripod. There is a tutorial of this in the mobile creation package if you need to refer to that to see how to set up the iOgrapher and the iPad. You will connect the iPad to the ATEM Mini using the Lightning to digital AV cable and the 25-foot HDMI cable. This will go directly into the ATEM Mini Pro, and you can refer to the connection video to see how that is set up directly. For audio, we have two options included in the package. The first is the Rode mic. It's a mini Rode mic, mini Snowball, and that will connect to the iOgrapher and into the iPad using the included headphone jack. The other option is if you would want to have a lavalier mic put directly onto the broadcasters. So this is a two package kit, and it will allow for two broadcasters. And we've also included extension cables so that you can have it further away from the camera if necessary, depending on how you have your room set up. The next item we're going to talk about is the green screen kit. This is a large package, it's kind of heavy. Included in this green screen kit is 2 large tripods and clips to hold the 25-foot green screen canvas so that you can have it flow onto the floor if necessary, and make sure that whoever is going to be green screening, their full body will be included into the picture. Moving right along, we're going to now talk about the media Chromebook included in the package. This is included so that you can import slides or backgrounds into the live stream as you go. A lot of times they will make Google Slides with all of the backgrounds necessary, and one of the production's assistants can toggle through the slides as the live stream is going. This connects to the ATEM Mini Pro with a simple HDMI cord. So you connect the HDMI directly into the input of the ATEM Mini, and you'll be able to have slides running along the background as you're doing your live stream. One thing I forgot to mention is that the output feed from the ATEM Mini Pro to the 2 monitors will be needed to be connected by a splitter. This allows the same feed for the production crew as well as the broadcasters to see the output at the same time. So this will be, the 2 monitors will be connected to the splitter that will then be connected to the output of the ATEM Mini Pro. Moving right along, we're going to talk about the organization and storage of the whole broadcasting package. This package is meant to be stationary but can have some parts detached to go with the mobile creation package if necessary. The included backpack is completely waterproof as well as padded and lockable if necessary. The backpack will hold the iOgrapher, the iPad, all of the cables that go with that, as well as the ATEM Mini Pro and the MacBook and cables if necessary to do on-the-go live streaming. One final thing to talk about is we did include a power adapter since there's a lot of things to plug in, and it's got a nice long cable should you need to be able to move your room in any configuration necessary. The very last part of the broad streaming package is the USB-C to 3.0 cable. This will allow you to do your live stream. The output of this is connected into the HDMI. The output of this is connected to the ATEM Mini Pro and goes directly into the MacBook that will allow you to connect to YouTube. There is a video later in this course that shows you how to set the connection up and start your live stream. So there you have it. This is all that is included in the Student Broadcasting Streaming Package.